Hi there, and welcome back to editing your profile and a little bit about privacy. Okay, so let's assume at this point that you're a member of the Idaho Writers Guild. That means either that you've joined the Idaho Writers Guild recently or that you were already a member when we made the changes to our website. Now, in the background, there are some optional things that you can do. If you click on your profile, which you can find either up under this menu on the top right hand side, where you can view your profile, edit your profile, all those things. And I've just moved to editing my profile. Okay, so this is what my profile looks like to the public. Not a real person, that's me. Not real is my username. I joined April of 2022 and apparently I'm logged in right now. Okay, so I'm at my profile right now. Now from this page right here, the things I can edit is I can change my profile photo. Now this one is pulled in a Gravatar that's from one of my alternate email addresses. So this is the one that's on Gravatar. You can leave it that, or you can click on here and change it if you want to. Okay, and then it will go back to your profile. Okay, with your changed photo. Same thing with your cover photo, and we'll talk about dimensions of those things shortly. Basically, it's very similar to what you would put as your Facebook cover photo, and you can put a mountain scene or whatever it is that characterizes you if you want to. Now you can go in and edit your profile. Now there's some things that you should edit in your profile right away. Some of them may have been imported already when you filled out your credit card and mailing information and all that kind of stuff. These things have probably been filled out already. However, if you were already a member of the Idaho Writers Guild when we changed over this website, this information for you did not transfer over. That's because of privacy issues and things like that. So essentially, the first name that you put in here is the only one that's required. It can be whatever you want. It doesn't have to be your real name. It can be your pen name. But you have to put that in here. You have to put in your last name, and you have to create a nickname. Now you don't have to create a bio, but you have the option to 300 words or less. You have these rich text formatting options here, so you can add links, things like that if you would like. Now, the most important thing about this is that as you move across, you have options for whether or not things are going to be public or not. So first, let's talk about your billing address and your shipping address will never show up in your profile. It's never going to show up, okay? Because that's just the way we have things set up, okay? So you can change your profile and your cover photo. You can change all your information. And then when you go up here to your privacy, if I can get it to go here. Oops. I believe it's over on this side right here. You can go down to your privacy and you can decide your settings in your privacy, and you can decide what you want to be visible and what you don't want to be visible, including nothing at all. So you go down to your account settings. You can change your password once you're logged in here. You can actually change your email preferences, like when do you want to know when something happens on the Idaho Writer Guild website. But the primary thing we're going to look at here is privacy. So your name, the base name that you put in, and your nickname can be anybody that you can. Your name is the only thing that's going to be public. That's why that can be any name you want. It can be your pen name. It can be whatever name you want. If you don't want anybody to know your true identity being a member of the Idaho Writers Guild, you can just put in a nickname at that point, and then that's the only thing that people can see. But you can come down here and basically you can say this is public. Anybody of the public can come in, and if they get into our members area, which they can't really, but I'll explain that in a minute, is then they could see that you're a member of the Idaho Writers Guild. Okay? Or you can choose all members. Only members of the Idaho Writers Guild can see that I'm a member. You can see only my connections, and we'll talk about connections in a minute. or only you. So if you don't want anybody to see this, you can put only me all the way down here, and then no one else can see any of this information. Now you'll notice that billing address and shipping address are automatically set to only you. Okay, and your default data is just your membership number. That's the order that you join in. You can change that as well to where nobody can see it. You can see whether you want to be on the drop down or anything like that. You can make sure that only you can see those things, or that they're simply public. Now, for the most part, like our board members' information will generally be public with a few exceptions. But if you're just a regular member, you can make this any way that you want it to be. So it's really important that you understand that we not only value your privacy, but that it is your option how you want it to appear to anyone else, and if you want them to be able to see it at all. Well, why is that important? Because along with all of the things that we've done here is we've created this community. Now, the community is not fully created yet, but if you click on your timeline, this is going to look just like your Facebook timeline. You can follow other Writers Guild members. Okay? You can like the things that they've done. You can make connections with other members. You can become a member of groups. So right now, the only groups that we have is the board member group. Well, this person is not a board member, so they're not a member of that group, right? But we're going to have some groups that you can be a part of. People can mention you in comments, and then you can follow certain people or connect to them. Either way, kind of the same thing you can do on Facebook and Twitter and other social media platforms. Okay, and then you can join the groups, and this creates this sense of community. But you can 100% control from your profile and from your security settings who can see anything about you. And over here, as we develop things, there'll be the ability to send other members messages, all those different kinds of things. You can upload photos, just almost like any other social media site, only this one is exclusive to Idaho Writers Guild members. So that's how you edit your profile. That's also how you set up your privacy settings, so that essentially only you or whoever you choose can see your information on the Idaho Writers Guild website. And with that, thanks for joining me for this video. We'll talk to you next time.